Well, hello there, Magic Monsters. Welcome to the stream. So, what a day it is. It's a very exciting day. You know why it's an exciting day? Because it's a weekend. That's why I'm happy today, because it's a weekend. And I was thinking, I'm sure many of you agree with me on this one. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just focus on game dev all day long, making fun stuff all day long? That's the dream. Let's get there. Welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate you're here. By the way, oh my gosh, something in my eye. If you happen to be a Infinity PBR user, don't forget to rate and review. 5 stars is wonderful. Positive reviews are great. Any of the packages you get from me, it's very helpful. Just yesterday, I got a 1-star review on a free package. The reviewer said it wasn't worth free because the characters in the video were the low poly characters, and they didn't like that you had to buy those if you wanted to use those characters. They wanted everything for free, and otherwise it's just not worth free. I'm sure that review will eventually be removed, but anyways, let's check out what we got here so far. So actually let's play this maximized, and this is what we got going on here. I'm gonna, once the game starts, we'll close out of the oh well, that's gonna be an issue. Yeah, okay, let's not go full screen because it's not quite. We'll go small screen. All right, play focused. But that's a good bug to catch. So basically this panel on the left right here switches back and forth between the left and the right. So if we add a tower there, we add a tower here, and then we add one way over here. Now when we select this tower, it's on the right. If I select this tower, it's on the left, etc., etc. You can select different towers. Nothing happens with this yet. You can just open and close it, and it goes left and right. But it is using the position, and apparently when the window is larger, the position is different. And then what else do we got going on here? We have a particle indicating that this is selected along with the range, so you can see the range that it has. I think eventually I'm going to add the ability to rotate around the map. You can hit escape to go out. You can click this to open these and build towers. So click one, and then it'll give you a green indication if you can build there, red if you can't. So it just kind of goes around, knows the size of the tower, and it will tell you if you can build in a spot. And then when you click it, you build it. And then you can select it, etc. So the next thing, though, is to actually make the upgrades work, but also fix this panel. At some point, I'll have to fix that. So right now, we got our tower details. Take off that debug. This is actually a singleton. This is only going to be with one menu. So I just made it a singleton because there's a single one of them. But yeah, so tower details. This is the panel itself, but this is the manager of it essentially. So you can see the tower details panel there. Upgrade panel, that's these things right here. And then each tower, and then we'll start building it. Each tower has, so if we go to our prefabs towers, if we go look at gun tower 1, I've added this available upgrades and active upgrades. So I'm thinking what we'll do is each tower, because each tower is going to have its own base stats that, you know, and it's going to look different, etc. But then each tower is also going to have add-ons available. So range boost, and we're going to do damage boost. So, you know, you can buy a range booster, you can buy a damage booster. If you then upgrade to tower 2, you keep those range and damage boosters. So it's just multiple ways to upgrade your towers. Maybe the boosters are cheaper than the whole upgrade or something like that. So you can do like a partial thing. There's going to be more things like a repair drone that you can get, maybe even an attack drone. Shields, you're going to have shields and shield, and then other things that just basically go and expand on that. So the thing is that the gun tower is an object. These are actually going to be upgrades that have a condition. So if we look at these upgrades, the gun tower 2 has a tower prefab and a tower, the same object basically. Where's my upgrades? And something like range boost doesn't have a tower. Instead, it has an add-on condition. These are the conditions, and this is using the condition module. So for this one, you're going to get a 20% boost to range. For the damage one, you're just going to get 1 extra damage. And I don't know if you saw what I did the other day about we're using the damage, a condition called bullet in this case, to do damage. I was just doing -1 health here, but now I've moved it so that now it's 0 by base, but then it's -1 per final stat in the damage of the source. So if the tower has damage of 3, then it'll be -3. If you then get the multiplier, the damage add-on, so it adds 1, now it's going to be -4. So that way, you know, the same bullet condition can be used, and it's just going to automatically upgrade its impact based on the source. So there we go. And similar, fire is not going to be based on the source. It's just going to be the way it is. Yep. And ice does do a damage. I think I'm going to actually lower this though, 0.5, -0.5. This panel's slow. I don't know why. That way the ice slows it down. It's got the stat effect where it slows movement speed by 50%. And then it also does that. So that's going to be a different condition. Now you could stack these conditions too. Instead, like, you know, we've got the bullet. You could do bullet and then a slowdown one, bullet and on fire, and you could just give both conditions to the enemies at the same time. Or you can build them into the condition. It's really your choice. There's not any real difference in impact either way. If you have a very modular damaging system where everything could be upgraded to be on fire, or everything can be upgraded to be on ice, then maybe it would be better to separate them out. But if not, then no, you know, up to you. So let's figure out how to get this working. So we have our script here, and we've got our AIs up, both ChatGPT and Writer AI and GitHub Copilot. So we're doing 3 AIs right now, all at the same time. How cool is that? And what we're going to do is, let's see, tower details. Okay, we got the prefab. So when we open the panel, this is actually being called from the set position. So this position details is called from the tower. So the tower is on mouse up, not mouse down, but on mouse up, it opens up the tower. And the reason being is if it was on mouse, then the menu could also close on the same frame. So I've moved it to on mouse up, meaning only when the mouse is released will this be opened. I've got some peanut butter stuck in my tooth. Is that weird? I ate a peanut butter and honey sandwich. It wasn't peanut butter, actually. It was all these other nut butters, but no peanuts in it. But same deal in the end. If you're not allergic, it's the same thing. Yeah, so this opens it, deselects current tower if there is one, adds the current tower to the tower that's being passed in, does the setting of the panels, does the setting of the close button, which goes right to left as well. And then we're going to be loading the details. So we don't actually have to do that because we're going to be loading the details of current tower. All right. So when we look at this panel, I'm going to just narrow this window a little bit and close the AI for now. When we look at this panel, we see that it's got the tower name, tower upgrades. So there's going to be a few things we need to have up here for our UI. So we'll head our UI. We're going to need the public text mesh. What is the text mesh pro thing? This is, I'm new to text mesh pro because I just never used it in the past. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Probably that's why. But I always forget what the Text Mesh Pro code is. Text Mesh, no. Nope. 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 All right. Well, somewhere. Text Mesh Pro. It's object. Let's see. We're going to ask the AI something. How can I access a Text Mesh Pro text object? Text Mesh Pro U GUI. There you go. So this is going to be the tower name. We're going to say text tower name, actually. And we're going to make a few more of these. And just one more of these, actually. I guess just the tower upgrades. If there's no upgrades, I want to display no upgrades available. Text tower upgrades. All right. Close that. What was it? It was doing a lot of stuff. Can we open the AI window again? How do you open the AI window? There you go. What is all this? Because okay, wow. It just did a lot more than I asked. So I asked how that, and it said, you can then interact in the methods. Full code is below. All right. Wow. So it just repeated all my code with the load detail. Oh, okay. It figured out that I was going to put in load details. That's nice. It's clever. Yep. All right. That's pretty snazzy. So that is what we're going to do here. We're going to say text tower name dot text is going to be equal to current tower dot tower name, and then we're going to say not quite what we're going to say. We're going to say this. We're going to go if current tower dot how about this? Public bool has current tower has available upgrades, and this is going to be return true if current tower available upgrades is not all in. What was it? It was, we had available upgrades, active upgrades. That's right. Available upgrades is not null, and not all of them are in current tower active upgrades. Okay, so the reason why I wrote that out is I wanted the AI to do it for me. Nope, that's not it. So let's do this a different way. We're going to ask this AI, please provide code that will check the active upgrade list and return true if any in the available upgrade list is not in that list. Something like that. We'll see if it figures it out. I know I can do it with link. All right, there we go. So we're just gonna ignore that. We'll add link here. So it's going to be upgrades available is not equals null, and current tower any is not in active active upgrades contains upgrades. So it's basically saying return, if it's null, then it will return false. Both of these have to be true. If any of them are not in the active upgrade, then it will return true. All right. Then we can make this a expression body. There we go. Perfect. So now we can say here, if it has current upgrades. In fact, we don't even need that here. We can just make it a straight property. We were going to say tower upgrades. Tower upgrades, otherwise no upgrades available. That might be too long, but we'll figure it out. All right. Thank you, AI Overlord. I was thinking about the AI and how a lot of the stuff I've done in this was made easier by the AI. I could have figured it out myself, but it would have taken longer. There were just a couple points that it was just like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I probably would not have done it like that, and it's good. It works right away. And I was thinking, this is definitely making game development easier, but at the same time, I still need to know, for the most part, what I'm asking. It will give me some things. Like it gave me a box. I know about the overlap sphere. There's an overlap box too. I just didn't know that existed. Kind of a simple thing, but I would never even thought to ask that for some reason as a silly human. Yeah. All right, so let's populate these. This is going to be the tower name and the, whoops, hey, it didn't go in. And then the tower upgrades and add-ons. All right, save it and press play. All right, so we're going to build a tower here, and then we're going to build another tower here, and we're going to, oh, look at that. No upgrades available, no upgrades available. All right, so the name isn't happening. No upgrades available is too long, but since there will be no buttons there, it's actually fine. But the name doesn't seem to be happening. Do these towers have names? That's a good question. Did we name them? Tower name, we did not. Bomb Tower 1. Fire Tower 1. Gun Tower 1. These are very clever names. Gun Tower 2. Ice Tower 1. All right. We have the description still unused. Let's try it again. Oh man, I put that too far away. I need to have all right, Fire Tower 1, Ice Tower 1, Gun Tower 1, upgrades available. All right, good. So that part's working. I need to have X buttons over this, or make it so that when you can't afford them, they just show differently. So it's pretty obvious that you can't afford them. All right, that's good. Now let's what is this? I don't think that was needed. Next, we're going to look at the code again and figure out about adding these in there and then populating them for each upgrade that's available. So this is going to be, we're going to need a list of the upgrade buttons. So it's going to be a private list game object. Oh my gosh, is it listening to me? Is it listening to me? Is it watching the stream and saying, oh, I know what you're doing now? This is going to, AI is going to show us how predictable we are. Because this is exactly what I was going to write. and it just knew we were working on upgrades, so we might need upgrade buttons because that's what humans do. We all, when we, they're like commonly, that's what humans do at this point. It's pretty phenomenal. All right, so now we need to add our upgrade buttons. This is on the open panel, set active true. Load details. Yeah, so we're going to do all this before we open the panel, and then we're going to load buttons. We'll be more explicit, upgrade buttons. And so we're going to go if current tower dot can or has available, what was it? We just made this. Current tower has available upgrades. Yeah, you know what we should do? We should move this to the tower itself. So let's move this to the tower because it makes more sense on the tower. Then we could just ask the tower about it. Okay. Put this here. Has available upgrades, and we're going to say available upgrades is not equal to null, and that dot any, we're going to have to add a link to this to save Zelda. All right, and we're going to name this can upgrade, because it's not just that it has available upgrades, it's that it can upgrade, because available upgrades is the name of a list, and then can upgrades is if none of them are in the active upgrades. So we can do this at the same time. Has available upgrades, and that's going to be if that does not equal null. It's actually not even that. It's going to be that dot count length is greater than 0. Yeah. And similar to this, we're going to do a, oops. Has active upgrades. Just active upgrades. So that's just going to be say some properties just to help out later. I think we're going to end up using them later. So just add them now. And then in tower details, instead of doing this, we're going to say current tower dot can upgrade. There we go. And down here, same thing, can upgrade. So if we can't upgrade, then we're going to return. In other words, there's nothing to display. Otherwise, we are going to, yeah, I guess we're going to have to clear the upgrade buttons. I mean, we should clear them either way. Hey, give it to me. Yep. Give it to me, AI. All right, so we're going to do that before, though. Before we load anything. And then we're going to say for each var upgrade in current tower dot up, We're going to make a new method for this. Yes, still Doc saying Tech Dave until Saturday. He's right down there. I took him for a relatively long walk before this. But we, my brother was going to come pick him up on Friday, but I'm going to be driving down to that area, which isn't terribly far, but far enough, on Saturday. So I said, well, I'll just drop him off on Saturday. So I've got until Saturday. So we're going to make a new method on the current tower that's going to return the upgrades that we can use. So upgrades for purchase. And tower upgrade. So for each one that, let's see if it can, whoa, wrong button. What did I do? Okay. We're going to create that here, and this is going to return a, hey, it just tabbed it. Okay, available upgrades where upgrade is not in the active upgrades. That's exactly what we want to do. Make an expression body, put that down there. All right, so then we're going to go back to here. For each upgrade in those, we're going to load an upgrade button upgrade. All right, perfect. And then I bet the AI is going to give us a thing or two here too. Yep, button, instantiate upgrade button, tower details, panel transform. Is that correct? No, it's going to be under this. So upgrade button parent, we're going to have to do a new public game object upgrade button parent. So we're going to do that transform and put this up in the UI. Nope, we'll put this up in the required part right there. Okay. And then for button, upgrade button, load upgrade. Yeah. Upgrade buttons dot add. All right. We will create that here as well. And this is going to be on the upgrade button. Why does it keep, there we go, tower object. Okay, wow. Okay, that's all correct. Setup, tower, value. All right, I think that's actually it. Holy cow. It's moving quite fast, isn't it? Will it work? Let's find out. We're going to have to clear those out as well. And we're going to have to add our parent here. All right, save it. We're just going to turn them off instead of clearing them. Press play. Let's see what happens. So right now only the gun tower has upgrades available. So all right, we got something wrong, so that's good. And not good, but you know. The tower prefab has not been assigned. Oh. Upgrade.tower prefab. Oh yes, so that's, there we go. All right, let's bring these back on. So yes, it didn't understand that there are two different types of things here. So we're gonna say, and we're gonna have to do the icon too. So if it's gonna be, if a tower prefab equals null, then we're going to do upgrade dot add-on condition dot display name. Otherwise, okay, wait. That's for the name. I'm ahead of myself here. Name text is going to be this. If value, no, okay. Let's go back a step. So we're not quite right here, but that's okay. We can fix it very easily. So tower is going to be equal to, let's go back. We can just undo because it was fine for the most part. So tower is that, tower that is that. And we're going to say if, actually we'll do it like this. How about this? If upgrade dot tower prefab equals null, then we're going to do setup add-on upgrade. Else we're going to set up tower upgrade. Okay, and we'll make this set up tower upgrade, and this we will create, not navigate to, come on, create. I'm going to move it up here to keep those together. All right, and there's going to be tower upgrade up here. Okay, so if we have a tower upgrade, then we are going to say tower equals so this is the things that we're going to be giving. So tower object is going to be equal to upgrade.tower prefab, and then tower is going to be equal to upgrade.tower prefab I guess just tower. All right, so populate those, gain them ready for buying. Although I think that's redundant, so we might not actually end up using that. And then we gotta do text name, text cost, text description. So upgrade dot tower name for the name. Upgrade dot cost description is going to be upgrade dot. I guess so. We don't have a description on the upgrade, I suppose. So let's fix that. There you go. You're a smart AI, aren't you? That was my compliment to the AI. All right, so we got the description there. We'll write that. So this is for the setup for the tower. If it's an add-on, then we're going to do it slightly differently. Then we're going to say text name dot text is going to be upgrade dot add-on condition dot display name, and then text cost is going to be the same cost, and then we'll move that out. So private void set text cost is going to be that. And it's just going to do this. Whoops. All right, and then we can put set text cost right there. That way, if we ever change the way we phrase the text, instead of cost resources, we do something else, then we only have to change it in one place rather than two places. And then text description dot text is going to be upgrade dot add-on condition dot description. Actually, no, it's going to be the upgrade description still. And so we're going to do a similar thing here. Set text description of that, and text description is going to be upgrade description. All right. There we go. Set text description. Upgrade. All right. So we'll put those both out there. Okay, so the real difference here is the names and then these assigning things, which we're probably not going to do. But let's see if that works. All right. All right. Whoa, look at that. Oh, we forgot to delete them, but yes, it does work. So let's do a few things just to make sure we are all good. Let's do our descriptions. Descriptions. Boost damage by one per shot. Range boosts range by 20%. We can say advanced rails increase range by 20%. And then gun tower 2 is going to be fires 2 bullets per round instead of 1, with more health and longer range. All right, let's see what this looks like. Something can't be null. What do you? Is that me or is that the editor? Could be the editor. Let's see. It looks like it was the editor. Okay. So we will build a tower and we will click it. And we have gun tower 2. Fires 2 bullets instead of 1 with more health and longer range. 100 resources, 150. All right. So now let's make these actually do something. Oh, and the sprites too. We have to update the sprites because these two have a different sprite than that. I haven't made a sprite for every single one, but I made a sprite for some. So we have icon on and icon off. So let's see, upgrade button. Do we have those? We don't. So public sprite icon, not spring, sprite icon on, and public sprite icon off. And we're going to pass those in. We're actually going to, let's move these down here and make this to be set tower upgrade name and set add-on name, because we don't need to do more things in more places. And I think we're gonna actually I'm gonna comment these out and just proactively or executive decision that we're not actually gonna be likely using those. We can pull them from the upgrade. And then we're gonna say set sprites upgrade. We're gonna do private void set sprites tower upgrade upgrade, and then icon off equals to upgrade dot icon off, and icon on equals upgrade dot icon on. Simple enough. And then we'll actually need to set these on the thing. So we need a public image, I think. Icon image. I believe it's this one. Let's find out. Yeah, there we go. And just to make sure these are never empty. Where are my sprites? We will do tower upgrade off and tower upgrade on as defaults. All right, save that. All right, so now that should work, and then we just need to set it. So set the icons to icon off and icon on, because that's not what we're looking for here, right? Because when we look at the button, we have this. Oh, it's okay. So it's button that we want, not image. Let's fix that. Okay, my bad. Button. All right. Button dot. Icon button. So icon button dot. What our sprite swap. Yes, it's interactable. No navigation. Let's open this so I do it on the right thing. Sprite swap. No navigation. Set the button sprites. That's still not what I'm looking for. So let's do the AI. Again, this is again something where, yes, I know I can do this, but I'm gonna get the AI to do it. I need to set the 4 sprites to on the button highlighted. Disabled is icon off. All others are icon on. All right. One day this will be even faster. There we go. Thank you very much, Overlord. Nope. I don't know why it didn't think it had access to the script, but that's okay. Set all states to icon on. Set disabled state to icon off. Apply. All right. Try not to leave the comments. Let's see if it works. Thanks for the likes and the subscribes. I always appreciate it. It makes me feel good. Deep down in my bones. Speaking of feeling good, I should probably drink some coffee. I only had a little bit today, and I don't like the coffee sludge on the bottom of the cup, so I stopped drinking this cup, and now it's going to be cold, so I need to heat it up with this thermos. Isn't this a cool thermos? I can only use it for coffee because I use it for coffee, but look at that. A Unity thermos. Little pill-shaped thing. It's a good shape for a Unity one. You got a bug. What's the bug? Do we not do the sign? Icon button. Oh. Yeah, we never actually saved the prefab, did we? We didn't assign or save the prefab. All right, now we'll do it again. I was too distracted by coffee. So I think my game plan on this is going to be release game modules 4 while still working on this. Maybe release, I don't know, because I want to do more work on this, but I'm going to get to the point where it's pretty obvious I'm done with game modules, and I don't need to keep doing it for that. It is a real life game object. All right, and clicky. There we go. I don't think those changed. Let's confirm that, and also I'm going to remove my debugs here. All right, upgrades. Oh yeah, I didn't. Okay. Tower. Oh yeah. So I have. Those are just one's the PSD, the other isn't. So I have the drone and that. So I guess I didn't make one for add-ons. Can we quickly make one? If I go to Infinity Midjourney. And you see all my crazy, these are all the different, I make a different text channel for every line of things that I've worked on. Not all of them got released, but many of them did. One of the ones that I was upset with was Pencil Sketch. I really liked these, but they were too annoying because they all had those fake watermarks. Not all of them, but a bunch of them had the fake watermarks. Like this. I could have fixed that, but these are just too annoying to fix, and so I never finished them. But I love this style because it reminds me of my youth. Whenever I got the Might and Magic 3, the manuals, you know, the that used to come with the physical discs that you would buy, and they would have to come with manuals, right? Yeah. All right, so we're gonna make a sci-fi tower add-on. So imagine. Oh gosh darn it. Imagine sci-fi tower being repaired, maybe. And this is going to be AR 3x2. Let me copy this just so easier. We're going to being fixed, add on being attached, being upgraded. I don't know if any of those will come to fruition. It's actually probably want a closer look. If we say tower, we're probably going to get all these towers now that I think about it. So let's do sci-fi wall being repaired. We'll do wall instead of tower. And sci-fi wall being fixed. Wall with a gear being attached. Let's see if any of those work. None of these will work. They're all cool looking, but not for this purpose. Yeah, they're all going to be just random towers. That's a cool tower. These remind me of the Sim City 2 arcologies. I think it was number 2 when they introduced arcologies. I always look to the future for when we all lived in a giant building that housed 10,000 people. Never came to be. Not yet, at least. Okay, maybe one of these will work. Let's see. Still one more being made, right? Yeah, so maybe one of these. Those are interesting. So these are not quite right. This could be one. This weird ladder and people. This one is nah. And then this one, I like this gear thing. I'm going to go with number 4 for now. And then we will tower icon rectangle. See what those look like in a minute. So this is going to be gears, and actually looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Whoops, wrong button. And we feather 0. So we're going to select that, invert the selection, delete it. Yeah, and then so we'll save this, export as PNG. And it's going to be tower upgrade, tower add on gears on, and put our off, export as PNG, towers, all that gear off. All right, and let's quickly check to see if we didn't get something better. That's cool too. I like this one because it's very minimalist. I mean, it's busy, but then it's minimalist in that it has just one big color. All right, we'll go with that. Back to Unity. Oh, there goes Unity. We're gonna have to set these up as sprites. Okay, now go to our upgrades. Can I do both of these at once? I can. Okay. Gears off. Wrong one. Gears off. Gears on. And save. Press play. Let's see if it works. That's really just want to see it working. It did not work. Instead, we got errors. Why did we get errors? Let me quickly look. This looks like not a me error, but a Unity error. Like with my UI here. Okay, let's try again. So we got no errors. What do we got here? Range boost. Should be the damage boost one. Yep. And the button. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So we should also set. Okay. Interesting. See that? How come I'm not seeing it? I don't know. Okay, so let's also set the image sprite, I suppose. And then button icon button dot image dot sprite equals icon on. It's really gonna be icon off. I gotta turn the ceiling fan on. Hold on. You know the dog is tired when I get up, and it doesn't just get up. Prompt, tower under construction. Ooh, you're delayed, but or I just saw it. Imagine. Sci-Fi tower under construction. 3x2. Okay. UI, by the way, I really don't like making UI. It's one of my least favorite things to do. All right, they're off. They turn on. Good. Range boost, damage boost. Now let's make them clickable. We're also going to make them a lot cheaper. for now because I don't have that tons of monies for now, and I just want to test things. Actually, let's make some buttons that add debug buttons. So we're going to do UI panel, and there's going to be debug panel, and let's move this all the way down here, and whoops, we'll center it as well. We're going to eyeball it. Okay, so this is the debug panel, and we're going to add a script for it as well. Where's our scripts? UI. Debug panel. This way we can turn it on and off. Namespace. Infinity PBR. Tower defense. Hello, Jason Storey. Well, I know who to hire when I'm looking to do my UI then. I enjoy a good user experience. The problem is, I think it's not so much the user experience, it's the just freaking getting it to freaking work. Public key code, toggle. Display key equals key code dot d, and we're going to say, like, for instance, as an example, I want this to go up and down, but I've not done any of these panels. I haven't made any of these panels move in and out because it pisses me off every time I try to do it, and I'm always like, how the hell? Maybe the AI can help me here though. Let's see. Public void toggle panel, bool value, and so we're gonna say, let's ask the AI. This is on a UI panel. I'd like the panel to slide up from the bottom when toggle true, and back when toggle false. It's anchored at the bottom of the screen, if that matters. Yes, you can. See, AI is amazing. AI is amazing. It's amazing. And it's not going to ruin the world, I hope. I'm just looking at this thinking it looks right. Should we just press play and see what happens? If the world gets destroyed by AI, it's because somebody hits play just to see if it works, right? And then they find out, oops, there was a critical bug and it happened to be in the nuclear missile system. Oops. What's the button? Why am I nope. There we go. That's the button. Man. Most people just make it hard for themselves. I do make things hard for myself sometimes. Here's your tip. Solve the problem in chunks. Make something called a UI element. Let's show hide method. Then I have a base implementation. Turns on and off. That makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe we'll do that for this. Maybe we'll make this into... We'll refactor this. But let's see if this works first, and then we'll go from there. I have been in this project using a lot more inheritors than I had been in the past. What is that called? The term for using inheritors, inheritance. Press play. Code should be D, so let's just see if this goes up and down. I didn't adjust any of the values. Oh, I also didn't add the script. Debug panel. I guess the AI can't fix my human quirks, can it? That makes sense. I'll probably refactor into an input script. Whoops. Look at that. It totally works. Well, we will do refactoring later. The point now is just to get shit done and then make it prettier later. Sometimes I go back in the middle, but depends. Button, Text Mesh Pro. So there's going to be add resources, add 100 resources, and move this over here, make it like this, and anchor it like this, and a grid like this, y'all. Grid layout group, y'all. All right, whatever. I didn't have to resize it after all, y'all. I realized I saw a thing about there's this guy on YouTube who has maps that will change the way you view the world or some junk like that. But I like looking at maps. And there was a map of U.S. where they say you guys or y'all. And I was thinking about that, and I was at work, and I said you guys. I say you guys most of the time, and I'm in that area. And then I realized that I do say you all sometimes. And I realized that I say you all more often in meetings with my colleague who's from Tennessee and my colleague who's from Texas, where they say y'all more often. I'll only have one. Or Jason, when you get something from your artist and it's labeled character animations final, and then the next one is called character animations final. And the third one's called final. Yeah. But I do go back and refactor. Usually, actually, often what I'll do is after the stream, I go back and refactor a bunch, doing the boring stuff. And then I'll do more improvements like, making towers show up and doing all that cool stuff. There is actually one refactoring I want to do. Right now, when you click the tower, it's the tower that gets clicked. I want to click these buttons. There's buttons on, or little objects on every single one of these squares. I want those to be what you click on. Anyways, add 100, or we'll just say plus 100 resources. And we will do, is there a fitter here? What is this? Is there no fitter? Auto size, there it is what I'm looking for. And padding, then we need some padding. Margins. Left is 5. Yeah, that should be fine. Plus 100 resources. We'll do 5 on that. Okay. So this is going to be that. And what we're going to do, we're going to create a script called debug button. Debug button, and debug button is going to be namespace. So often when I make namespaces, I think of Jason Storey saying, there's a way you can set it so that it just has the right namespace. And I never turned that on because I do switch between different namespaces for modules versus tower defense, etc. So I haven't turned that on yet. But maybe when I'm working on Legend of the Stones, Legend of the Kidney Stones. I should have a character who complains about kidney stones, and it turns out the whole game is really about those, not the big stone circles or whatever, or the stone tablets or the stone things that you collect. It's just about the kidney stones. That's the secret of the game. So what are we doing here? Public virtual void got clicked. I like got clicked. I don't know if we're going to do anything else, but we're going to make another debug button that inherits from this. We might have multiple types of debug buttons, so we're going to just be smart up front and make a debug button stats, or player stats, I guess. We can be more precise. Player stats. This is going to inherit from debug button and namespace infinity.tower defense. The up and down shortcut keys aren't working, by the way. That's why I'm not using them. For anyone who knows about those and are wondering, Andrew, why are you using them? So there's that, but we're gonna get our reference to it using static infinity.tower defense.player. And we're going to say got clicked. So we're going to have, whoops, public stat, and public float amount. So what we're going to do here is say private stat is going to be player dot stats actor.stats, player actor dot stats dot get, and it's going to get our stat, add if it's null. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a game stat, not a stat. Game stat, we'll call it that then. All right, so when we do got clicked, we're gonna say game stat dot add add points amount. So this is now going to be an int, and we're going to actually player stat points instead, and there you go. So that's all we're going to do. So this is going to, we're going to assign a stat, type in the amount. This property just gets the stat from the player's game modules actor. Player actor inherits from game modules actor. So there's a stats list on there, and then we just use the get stat, add if null, just so we don't have any no references, exceptions in case we do something crazy and we forgot to add it to the player. And then we got clicked, we add the points. Boom, done, son. So now let's add that to this button. Debug button, player stats points. We're going to choose resources and 100. All right, now when we press it, doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? It should work. It should work, and it should be automatically. Oh, unless I'm doing it wrong. Let's see. It's because the UI uses the Blackboard to update itself, so we need that notification, and maybe this doesn't have a notification. It does, post to Blackboard. Debug.log add points value. is a silly thing to be debugging in my mind. Nothing happens. Did I not? What did I did assign. Oh, yeah, all right. Most, not most, I don't know, maybe half of the bugs I have are just me being an idiot and not assigning something. And so in this case, I didn't do the on click here. So that's all. All right, so let's do prefabs, UI, create, folder, debugs, and name this button, add 100 resources, and make this a thing. And we're going to do another one, button, add one new tech, and we're going to make this instead of resources, new tech, and add just one, and make that a thing. Cancel. Let's fix the text first. Plus one new tech, and then make that a thing. Original prefab. Press play. Now it should work. There we go. There we go. Now it works just fine. I just need to click that button. All right, so now we can get all the money we want. And we need to start that panel up. All right. See, now I'm cold. I went from being hot to being cold. This fan's not even that fast, but let's see. My friend's in Hawaii and I'm so jealous. Nope. She's in Hawaii and she's asking me if I'm getting all the text messages she's getting saying this is an emergency from the sheriff's office. An inmate has escaped from custody while being seen at the hospital. They're wearing no shirt, no shoes, and orange pants. I have a feeling their first thing will be to find new clothes. Apparently, they are a dangerous inmate, and they're on the loose. So there you go. And no, I'm not getting those texts. I guess I'm not cool enough or something. All right, so those are working now. What was it? I wanted to actually buy the stuff. Yes. All right. So, and then we'll work the buttons, some sort of X over the buttons when you can't buy it. All right, so this is going to be upgrade button, set sprites. We have the thing got clicked right here. We need to store this, don't we? We do. Private tower upgrade, and load upgrade. Tower upgrade equals upgrade. All right. And then you do a private property here. We're going to be is add on equal is going to private bool. Sorry, bool is add on. And this is going to be if tower upgrade dot tower prefab equals null, and tower upgrade dot condition is not equal to null. Now, technically, they should both be the case, but just in case I forget to do both, then there you go. So if it's an add-on, we're going to do add a condition. The condition is going to be perpetual, forever. So let's quickly check that out. Make sure we do those, set those up right. Conditions. So we have our. All right, something is up with this. This wasn't so slow before. I must have added something in the last day or two, specifically to the condition drawer, to make that slow. All right, so we're going to do modifiers, is it? Yep. And we're going to look at, these are all going to be, I'm going to hold down shift, so they're all going to be infinite, at least infinite. So the two, these are going to be, maybe they'll be slightly different, but these are the two we're working on now. So this is going to be infinite timing. Yep. Stat affects that. Okay, both of these are not infinite. We're all good there. Okay. So if is add-on, then activate add-on. Else activate tower upgrade. Nice. But we need to do the cost too. If player.resources using using static tower defense.playa. So if player.resources.points is less than the tower upgrade cost, then we'll return, but we will do a debug. Debug.log warning. It's not going to be a warning, just log. Not enough resources. We're going to do it slightly different. Tower upgrade.cost needed, but only that available. Perfect. Other than if it's add-on, we do the add-on. Else we do the activate tower upgrade. Do the add-on first. Okay, so one, we need to add the condition. Add the condition. It's not going to know how to add the condition, so we're going to do player.condition or player.actor.gain add condition. Yeah, add condition. And we're going to do tower upgrade.condition add-on condition. Source is null. That's that. That's how you add a condition. Very easy. And then we need to remove the cost. So reduce player resources. And this is just going to do one thing. And that one thing is going to be player.resources add points is going to be negative tower upgrade cost. That's it. Ooh, we could do something cool up here too. We can do cool. Here's what we'll do. One fell swoop. If that, then we'll return false. Otherwise, do that and return true. And then we'll say up here, if we couldn't reduce the player cost, then return. There we go. And then we don't need to call it down here. We've already done that. So we add the condition. That's it, right? I think that's it for the add-ons. And then we just have to remove the button. And then remove button what do we do when we remove the button? We are on the button right now, so we're going to have to say, call up the using static infinity tower defense dot tower details. Tower details dot remove button this, and so we're gonna just put that here instead of here and add this, and this is going to say details, upgrade buttons, remove, destroy, done. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Thank you, AI. Yep, so just remove button this. That's great. All right. And then if we're doing the add-on or the tower, then we'll do something else. So let's not do that yet. We're going to do that in a second. That's going to be replacing it's going to be a little bit more complicated. We're going to be replacing the tower, ensuring we have the same add-ons, doing some health calculations. So if the health of the tower is at 50%, the health of the new tower will also be 50%. Up or down, it might have more or less health. Shields and all that stuff will be important. So that's more complicated to upgrade the tower. Just doing an add-on is not so bad. All right, so let's look at our tower. We'll put it here. We see our range there, so let's do our range boost. Nothing happened. Probably because I did the human error again and didn't do the got click again. Got clicked. Range boost. Now, did the range go up? Oh no, we didn't move it to our active or so range didn't go up. And are these the this is the Unity issue that's happening. It's a Unity bug. We also need to move it to the active upgrades. So move to active upgrades. And on this one, we're going to do player.active. No, tower. Oh, we don't have the reference to that. So okay, that's fine. We'll do, what was it? Tower upgrade dot tower details. That's it. Tower details dot current tower current. Didn't we have that? Current tower. Details dot current tower dot active upgrades dot add tower upgrade. And we will now move this to be current tower dot add active upgrade. This upgrade button. No, that's not what we're doing. We're doing upgrade, upgrade, tower upgrade. script in just a quick second. Upgrade. No, what are we calling it? Tower upgrade. There we go. All right, so add to active upgrades. Okay. So now we're adding to the active upgrades. All right, so that should mean that next time we load that panel, it doesn't show up. But then we'll have to figure out why it's not updating the range on the tower. All right, so where is our tower? There it is. Okay, click that. Range boost, we bought it. Close the tower, click it. Okay, so range boost not showing up. That's good. Active upgrade is range boosts. If we go to our actor and we go to our conditions. Okay, so it didn't get added to the condition for some reason. That's another issue. May or may not be. You need to bug that other one, but not of consequence at the moment. Wrong project. So why isn't it being added? Conditions. Oh, because I added to the player, not the tower. Duh. So it's going to be tower. Let's get a property tour. It's public tower, active tower. Active tower is going to be tower details dot current tower. Okay, current tower. So now we can just do active tower dot this and active tower dot actor add condition. Okay, there we go. I was adding it to the wrong thing because the player has its own things. So for example, I'm still in the wrong project. When we think about a tower, right? Think about damage. The tower has, say, 1 damage. You can get the damage add-on that adds a condition. The condition gives an additional 1 damage. So now it's got 2 damages. It's infinite, so forever it's got 2 damage. You can imagine a scenario where the player buys a perk or an upgrade or has a special bonus that gives 1 damage to all towers on the whole screen. So in that case, you add the condition to the player, and you just update your actor. When your actor who inherits from game module's actor, there's a method that you override called get other levels. And when you on the get other levels, that's generally you'll get the other levels from your inventory, from your equipment, from your conditions, etc. Now you add to that the player's conditions. So now every single tower will also benefit from the player's conditions. So if the player has a condition that adds 1 damage, then every single tower gets an additional 1 damage. You could make a Boolean with that too, to turn it on and off per tower, so it only affects certain types and whatnot. But so you can get clever with it. But that's why the player has stats too, because players have stats too. All right, so let's try again. So we have our range boost. It didn't go up. It didn't get the condition. Huh. Well, let's debug this. To a statement body. And we will say debug.log active tower is active tower name. debug.log. Yeah, good job, AI. That probably saved me half of a second. This time we're going to put 2. All right. Range boost. Oh, sorry. I should probably... I'm just going to letting these all go past. I know I could just turn them off, but I'm watching them die instead. All right. So let's load up this one instead. Range boost, see how it debugs. Active is gun tower. Adding range boost to gun tower 1. Ah, but this is called gun tower 1 clone. So look at this. Active tower, tower name. Active tower is the current tower. Current tower is current tower. We're not saying this properly, I bet. Current tower equals null. Current tower equals tower. Oh, no, that is probably right. All right. Because the tower has a name that's not the object name. Game object dot name. Game object named. And then debug.log. Well, let's just go straight to the source here. Add condition. Add condition. Receive condition. Debug.log. Receive condition. Condition. Game shot. Display name. All right. It says it received the condition. It says it received the condition, but I don't see it here. Range boost. Settings. Condition time, infinite does not expire. So it should be there. Huh. Well, let's add a debug bug or log one button. Scripts. Debug button. We're going to make one that's called debug button player conditions. And conditions. We're going to do a condition. And bool give equals true. And this is actually going to be give active tower condition. conditions. So up here, we're going to need to go to using static infinity.tower defense.tower details. Yes. And we're going to say got clicked to statement body because we need to check if details.active current tower equals null, return. Otherwise, we're going to say condition current tower details.current tower.actor.conditions. Actor just add conditions, add condition, and we're going to pass in a condition, and that should be that. Actually, if give, then we do that. Else, we're going to details.current tower.actor.remove condition. Okay. Should do the trick. Our canvas, our debug buttons, we're going to duplicate this. We're going to say button give range boost and inspector, remove that, debug button, active tower condition. Don't forget this, got clicked. Condition is going to be range boost. And we're going to give it, yes, save, make this a prefab as well. And, oh yeah, change the name or the text here. Give range boost condition. Okay. So that should go basically through the same flow. So if we have our tower here, and then we're looking at its, where's our tower? Gun tower. We're looking at its conditions list, give that. You see it's down in the receive condition bullet because all the bad guys are receiving the condition bullet. It's an instant one. Give that receive condition range boost. Are we... I feel like we must be calling the wrong thing then. On parent, this dot game object game ID. No. Parent is on game module actor. What do we have for game module actor? It's not mono behavior, so we don't have access to the game object. All right, let's double check something. Just delete that. Transferred, receive transfer, do instant action, return transferred. All right, so let's go all the way back to here. The debug button. We're going to say var new condition equals that. Why is that invalid? New condition, add condition, returns a game condition. Oh, can't. That's interesting. I didn't know that. It couldn't be without the brackets. That. Oh, interesting. So if it doesn't have the brackets, you can't do an assigning of the condition. Okay, well that's interesting. Debug.log new condition is new condition dot display name. Let's just see if it's actually getting returned. All right, it's getting returned. Is it getting destroyed right away? Nope. Okay, so no, it's not what we're going to write. We are going to write new condition is null. New condition is null. Okay, so if we still have a tower selected, we'll write if new condition is null. What I'd like to see is that it doesn't turn null, which means it's a different problem. If it turns null, then that's one thing. So we'll see what happens. I feel like I must be calling on something else, but everything says we are calling on the right thing, on the right object. Okay, it's null. Why is it? It should be null right now. If new condition is not equal to null, then debug.log new condition is new condition dot display name. It should be null. All right. Well, I don't know why it's saying that, but it did say new condition is range boost for 236 frames. So it's clearly being added somewhere, but not on what I think it's being added on, I guess. All right, so let's ignore this then. Ignore that. Ignore this. Oh, I see. You can assign a variable. You just can't create a new variable. Okay. That's fine. We'll ignore that. All right, so we're adding the condition to the current tower. Current tower is tower that's passed into this, and this is passed from the tower that we click on. So weird. All right, if debug.log number of conditions equals actor.conditions dot count tackle this another way. Number of conditions is 0. Still 0. Okay. Oh, we don't have enough money. So it's being added to somewhere else. And debug.log. This is active condition equals level detail or tower details dot current tower equals this. Not active condition tower. This is the active tower. Okay, number of conditions. It was never 1. Interesting. Debug.log warning. This is active tower. Shit, that's not gonna work. So weird. There's only one tower in the whole thing. All right, let's try something else. Current tower, public game object, current tower game object equals current tower game object, and current tower game object is going to be a game object, and when we assign that, we're going to assign the other thing. Okay. Yeah, and then on the button, we're going to say game object.get component tower.actor. Because what I'm wondering is maybe the reference is somehow gain discombobulated. I think I may have crashed Unity because it's in play. Oh, no, I didn't. Good. In past versions, it would crash when I was in play mode, and I changed the script. Give a thumbs up and a like if you don't want to go to work tomorrow, or today if you happen to work Sundays, or if you're on the side of the world where it's already Monday and you're neglecting going to bed. All right, maybe it did crash. How long do you wait before you just force it to quit? Do. Hope I saved. Let's press play. See what happens. The window's in a different aspect ratio. Oops. Yep. That's funny. All right, we're going to have to fix this. Anyways, put my tower way over here. Click that. Range boost. Tower details. I should make that public. All right, tower details. This is an interesting conundrum here. One I wish I didn't have, but interesting nonetheless. Public. All right, so we're going to be able to see what our game object is now. So it is indeed this. This is our conditions list. Range boost. I don't know. I have zero clue why this is happening. Let's try something else. Let's see. All right. Towers. Gun tower 1. We're going to do a public condition, and public void start. We're going to do actor.conditions. Or just actor.add condition. So this is just happens on start. Base.start. So we'll do the base start and then we'll add the condition. All right, but we have to first set it here as well. Huh. I have no clue. Let me just... I'm going to change the condition a little bit. Conditions, range boost. We're going to make it expire in, say, 100 seconds. Just in case. Huh. Okay. So I'm not seeing the result on this circle, but I am seeing the result here. So something about being infinite. All right. So that would be a game modules bug, which is why I am doing this. All right. I'm going to take a quick break and then fix that bug. So the bug is somewhere in the game modules. Apparently the infinite condition is not, well, I don't know where it is actually, because it shows that it's being added somewhere, but it appears to not be being added to the object. So it's something's up. I've just got to go through that chain, see what's what. So I want to thank you all for hanging out, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out the links in the description to the 30 for 30 mega bundle with my affiliate link if you're interested in that sort of thing. Otherwise, ignore it. And I'll see you on another stream. Bye-bye.